When a narcissist sees you cry, don't expect any kind of sympathy from them. Instead, you'll be hit with rage, invalidation, blame, projection, punishment and gaslighting. Not only are you taking precious supply away from them, but you want them to give to you? That's not going to happen. Your sole purpose is to serve the narcissist, so don't even bother asking them for a hot minute in your time of need. 2 categories of tears. There are 2 places where your tears can come from, which will both elicit completely different reactions from the narcissist. Tears caused by other people or situations. Interestingly, narcissists hate tears that are caused by outside sources. If you're crying because your pet just died, or you're having trouble with a coworker, the narcissist does not care. If you're crying happy tears because your friend just had a baby, or your favorite band is coming to town, that is unacceptable. If someone else is the cause of your joy or happiness, that doesn't serve the narcissist in any shape or form, therefore you need to stop those tears. In the instance that you're crying due to pain or illness, the narcissist will absolutely loathe you for that. With that sickness or injury, comes the expectation that they will care for you in some way. The narcissist has no interest in helping you in your time of need, because that causes a huge imposition for them, which they will refuse. Not only is your ailment taking away precious supply from them, but the expectation that they selflessly help someone else is excruciating to them. Tears caused by the narcissist. If you're crying as a reaction to something the narcissist has said or done, that's a different story. Let's use happy tears as the first example. If the narcissist is the cause of you crying in an overwhelmed and joyful way, this will serve to feed them supply and inflate their false self-image. Your heavy show of happy emotion as a result of the narcissist shows them that you are under their control, because they're able to create such reactions within you. It also serves to inflate their ego, and reinforce to themselves that they really are amazing, special and superior. When the narcissist becomes the source of your tears in a negative way, the amount of life force energy they extract from you is double that of the tears of joy. In the narcissist's world, if they can cause such pain, anger, sadness and frustration in someone who loves them so much, that really ups the level of power they feel. Here are 7 reactions to expect when a narcissist sees you cry. 1. Anger and resentment. You can fully expect that when a narcissist sees you cry, instead of coming towards you with compassion, they'll come at you with rage. Your heavy emotions are not only completely misunderstood by the narcissist, but they are an inconvenience. Remember, everything in the narcissist's world must be about them, and your tears are taking the spotlight away from them, which is unacceptable. A narcissist has no capacity for true empathy, kindness, love or compassion, so the only reason they ever cry is to manipulate other people. Since narcissists think that everyone behaves just like them, they'll automatically assume that you're crying to try and manipulate them. If there's one thing a narcissist cannot stand, it's being controlled. After all, they are the god who wields the power. How dare someone else try to control them? The anger and rage that comes out when a narcissist sees you cry is caused by their false self lashing out at the type of vindictive behavior that is so typical of themselves. Even though you know that your tears are from genuine pain and sadness, the narcissist cannot compute that, because those authentic feelings don't exist in their world. 2. Smugness or arousal. Although the narcissist doesn't understand the emotional reasons behind why you're crying, there is one outcome that they can get off on. What I'm talking about here is power, which they thrive on. It makes them feel so incredibly significant and important. So, if you happen to look at the narcissist, and they're smirking or looking pretty smug with themselves, it's because your tears give them power. However, it's not even necessarily the power that's causing them to smile. It's more likely the amazing orgasmic feeling they're getting inside, from the high levels of narcissistic supply being fed into them, which causes the unconscious reaction of a smile. Some narcissists can get such an intense surge of supply through causing your pain, that they'll even get aroused from it. This may be the case if you have huge arguments, where they are being incredibly cruel and vindictive, yet it somehow always leads to the most amazing make-up sex with them. For the codependent, having the narcissist show you any type of affection or desire after being abusive, causes a rush of happy chemicals within your body. It's this rush of chemicals, which provides such immense relief, from the pain you were experiencing only minutes ago, which can cause you to also feel turned on. This punishing and rewarding behavior further strengthens the trauma bond in the toxic relationship, keeping you loyal to your abuser. 3. Blame shifting. When the narcissist sees you crying, and you tell them that it's because of something they've said or done, it will often trigger a deep narcissistic injury within them. Any accusations directed at the narcissist will be instantly rejected and projected back onto you. In their delusional reality, they are perfect and superior. Therefore, if you're crying, it's all your fault, not theirs. Their ego will recognize the inner discomfort and work as quickly as possible to eradicate the cause of it. This is where their ego will superimpose the very things that they are doing right back onto you. Now, the ego sees you as the agent of destruction instead of themselves. The ego sets out to erase the problem as quickly as possible, which means taking you out by blaming you for everything. It doesn't matter how much evidence you present to the narcissist to prove that they are the perpetrators, you cannot reason with them. It's a psychological impossibility. They will forever come up with reasons to rationalize their behavior, no matter how absurd they are. They just want to get back to the status quo, whereby you do all of the giving, and they do all of the taking. 4. Silent treatment. To punish you for being so selfish as to pull the focus away from the narcissist and onto yourself for 5 seconds, you can fully expect to receive their famous silent treatment. When a narcissist sees you cry, unless they are the cause of it, you are displaying behavior that they do not like, nor does it serve their agenda in any way. Therefore, they will punish you for it, just to reinforce the fact that you are not important. The only important person in the relationship is the narcissist. Silent treatment is an unspoken form of abuse within the narcissistic relationship, which is used to strengthen the trauma bond. This is basically where they withhold from you, as a punishment for behavior they don't like, and then they'll randomly let you back in as a reward. What your chemical body learns is that during times of punishment and high anxiety, the narcissist is the one who provides the reward and relief from your pain and confusion. Unfortunately, your chemical body fails to recognize that the narcissist is the very person who causes the anxiety in the first place. 5. False empathy. Depending on what stage of the abuse cycle you're in, the narcissist may offer false empathy if they see you crying. They will particularly pull out the fake compassion during the love bombing phase, because they want you to think that they truly are kind and empathetic. However, it's merely a manipulation. If the narcissist was the cause of your crying and they know it, they may want to gaslight you into thinking that they're your savior. This will mess with you on a psychological level, which further deepens the trauma bond. For example, they may have totally flipped out at you for no reason at all, causing you to break down into tears. Your nervous system is completely fried as a result of their unpredictable and unstable behavior. Then they'll come to you offering false compassion and empathy, pretending to be the one saving you from your pain. During this process, they'll be working to eliminate the memory from your mind that they just abused you, causing the very pain in the first place. This whole scenario feeds the narcissist with such significant amounts of narcissistic supply from your flowing life force energy, and the power that they have over controlling your emotions. 6. Invalidation. When a narcissist sees you cry, they will instantly aim to devalue your experience and play it down. They need to belittle your feelings and concerns, which programs you over time to believe that you do not matter. Invalidation examples. What's your problem? It was just a joke. Get over it. You're such a child. Poor you. Do you want me to pass the tissues? Consistent invalidation erodes your self-worth, while the narcissist makes you feel as though you should be lucky to have them. Through such low self-esteem, you end up feeling as though this is as good as it's going to get, and you'll never have anything better. This is all intentionally set up for you to stay bound to the narcissist and not abandon them, even though they're emotionally and verbally abusing you. When someone is being covertly invalidated over a long period, they start to subconsciously believe those false truths, which causes deep trauma and repeated patterning. 7. Gaslighting. One of the trademark moves of a narcissist is to gaslight the other person, as a way of slowly and subtly messing with their reality. When a narcissist sees you cry, they will want you to doubt yourself, so that they can control the storyline. They won't want you to go around telling other people that they've said or done things that go against their public image. So, they need to get into your head and twist your perspective, so that you're left doubting your memory, and going along with their version of events. Here's how a narcissist gaslights. They'll counter your memory of what happened. They'll deny conversations and events. They'll withhold affection, conversation and time from you. They'll devalue your feelings, needs and emotions. and they'll shift the focus off themselves and back onto you or someone else. If you're wondering what's behind the narcissist's tears when they cry, go and watch my last video. For more on narcissism, head to unmaskingthenarc.com.